you so much for this interview. Welcome to Portugal.
Thank you.
What is like to be a performer artist? What are your challenges and the creative process?
Sometimes I feel that to be a performance artist is like to be some very strange animal, living somewhere in the water, maybe in the forest, maybe in the air, and we should somehow survive in this very strange area. But at the same time, it also gives a lot of creativity, because we should survive, we should find a ways how, we should have quite good skills, not only artistic, but also communication and project-based and etc. So.
You come from Latvia. What is it like to be an artist in Riga, Latvia?
For one part, in Latvian culture, we have very strong artistic tradition. It's about singing, about being with nature, and also different crafts. But from other hand, it's something more challenging if you are a contemporary artist, because our society is more traditional. But contemporary art, it's about breaking borders, about new knowledges, new strategies, building new strategies, and this is a bit like a challenge in Latvian culture.
In politic terms, how does it influence your intellectual and artist context? How does your country live and feel this conflict between Russia and Ukraine?
Yes, of course, when the war started, this conflict, everybody, we felt it very strongly. I mean, as Latvians, because of course we suffered a lot from those Soviet offensive activities in Baltic states, and of course it's historical trauma, and this trauma is now coming out because it's not worked out still. Of course, also culture and art is a way how we can heal this trauma, and I think, I hope so, that also like my work is also focused on that.
What do you think about Portugal?
Portugal. So the first impression was poetry, which really caught my heart, and because it was so transcendent vibe inside, and I felt something very common, very understandable for me, for my soul. And then many years went by, and then I suddenly, or not suddenly, appeared in Portugal, in Porto for the first time, and I was amazed. I felt irrationally very happy, very relaxed, and I felt that maybe my soul is traveling to the place I need to be now, and I always follow my heart. I feel very impressed by my culture, by also like not only the poetry, my culture, my art, also nature.
How do you feel about the culture of Portugal, and if you think that interaction with the culture of your country?
Yeah, at the first vision, it seemed like very different, because Baltic, it's Nordic countries, more Nordic countries, but Portugal, of course, south, so it's a different mentality, of course. But at the same time, I feel, as I told before about this poetry, so I feel this kind of some strength or some bond, what I can feel. And also this is, maybe it's not very direct and very visible at the first time. And also I think about those territories which are very similar. I mean, like Latvia and Portugal. It's not a very huge and big country, and of course we know that the perspective of the big nation is different than perspective of the small nation, and then how we interact with the world, with each other. Maybe this is also something. And also we have we are as a territory in some border line. We have a border with Russia and there is a border with ocean or very open territory.
We are in artistic residence at the Residência. What you say about your project, Vínculo project, and what will have in the performance you are preparing?
Yeah, at the beginning I would say that I'm really happy to be here in this studio and to have this amazing opportunity to work with my ideas, because actually when you are in your country, your homeland, it's somehow not so easy to go in such a deep places, also in my heart, in my body mind. And then the aim of this residency is creation of performance, and into collaboration with you, and into collaboration with also all of our world, what is happening with me. And my study, my research, it was starting with my personal dreams, and then I have this dream analysis, and after this I took out the most important images, and then I started to work with those images, why those images appeared, and what kind of relation with local also culture and art, where it relates, what is the meeting point of those images. And then I like to work with kind of very archetypal things about history of Portugal, which is the blue color, very specific blue color, which reminds me about, of course, about the water, about the sea, also about the mother, about some hearing, and also about destruction, so it could be both. And also this is lace, which is like a very traditional material for homes, but also it's coming from this feminine part, and I'm exploring this femininity of feminine body, of also this very specific state of woman. Also where I'm now, also my body. Then I'm making some creation, doing something with hands, creation of all those nets or all those threads, and I'm trying now to put it together, and I hope that it's for me it's really important experience, and I understand that I'm working out also something that is coming from deep, but which is really related to this area in culture. It's very important.
Okay. Thank you so much for this moment, so special. See you in the morning.
Thank you.
Monday we have 6 o'clock your performance.
Yes.
Thank you.